Okay? Don't talk to me about that. We still never forgot 9/11. Okay? There are stations out here that lost a lot of people during 9/11. I myself lost 10. So don't ever come out here with your bullshit Ali Akbar. Okay, Jihadi Joe? Who knows what your intentions are?
MW60HT Mobile. Guys, I just reckon what we should do is all get together, get onto the Brandmeister network, get this racist reported, get him off the network. He's an absolute embarrassment to amateur radio, or even if he doesn't believe this is amateur radio, well, don't use it. But he's a total embarrassment to this hobby, at least. You know, embarrassing to the radio on it for children in the car. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things that shouldn't be done, my friend. A lot of things shouldn't have been done. 9/11 shouldn't have been done, but yet it was done. And now you have all of these jihadis running around all over your states, and you have no idea what's going on. So don't talk to me about it. I was in the Marines for 15 years, so don't ever dare tell me about it.
Before coming on this channel 91 further, thank you very much. And I don't know how to handle this situation, but I cannot say anything because he is off his handles. I don't know what he is talking about and what he wanted to do. Thank you very much. And the hobby, just everyone just be nice. I just don't get why every time I'm turning on this radio on Talkgroup 91, doesn't matter what time of the day it is, you're having the same arguments with people. I don't understand.
Mate, I don't have the same arguments. It's the same argument. It's not different ones. It's the same bloody argument I have all the time. No one wants to leave a 504-second pause. It's as simple as that. What's more simple than a 4 or 5 second pause? That's all I'm getting at. Then everybody else starts interjecting other crap at me like I'm the one causing the issue. I'm not the one causing the issue. The issue is a 4-second pause between communications. Don't tell me I'm not leaving a 4-second pause. If I didn't leave a 4-second pause, I wouldn't even be heard. It's simple. We can all get along on amateur radio if everyone follows the rules. But until then, you're going to hear me whine and complain. It's as simple as that. I have no beef with any country, any state, any individual, anybody. It's everyone seems to just want to do their own thing on this frequency. That's all I'm getting at.
It's fine, Anthony, until the rest of us get you removed. So until then, try to conduct your affairs appropriately.
And where are you from?
Well, that wasn't a full second gap. That was not a full second gap.
Oh my God.
I couldn't understand any of that. So I don't know what you're getting at. You see my call sign, you see my name, you see where I'm from, you see everything when I key down. I'm not hiding. I'm right here out in the open with a bullseye. Anyone wants to challenge me, I'll be more than happy to take an airplane ride to your fucking house and pay you a visit.
Stop on by whenever you're ready.
Oh my God.
I'm also military, have been for the last 35 years. I uphold the right for democracy and the right to free speech, as you do also, and I appreciate your point. However, I think most people on here, the main gripe is how you are doing it. There is no need for abusive language, homophobic or racist behaviour. We appreciate that a lot of the time you can't get in. We're all in the same boat and we appreciate that. But I think we're just trying to get on with our hobby and enjoy it as best we can.
Exactly.
So back to you, W2GAS from 2 Echo 0 Victor Delta Victor.
Hold on. Now let's clear something up. I never said anything about homophobic. Can you tell me once where I said anything homophobic?
Number 6 T-Mobile. Yeah, Chris, that was well said. And in the best, nicest way possible as well. Really appreciate you saying that. And I totally stand by exactly what you said and how you said it as well. There's nothing more anyone can do. Nothing more.
Where did I say anything about homophobic? I want to clear that up. Where did I say one thing homophobic, mate?
Oh my God, this guy's having a meltdown right now. He's really having a meltdown. It's been like this for the last hour. I figured let me start recording it because that way I could post it.
Hello. Where did I say one thing homophobic? Please concur where I said homophobic.
This is like 7,200. And I've seen this happen a few times. I even had to go off on somebody because they were being disrespectful to everybody in that talk group. So DMR is just the same.
Where did I say homophobic? What did I say homophobic, my friend? Please tell me where I said homophobic.
It's clearly this guy has been drinking all night. This is around 6, what time is it? Let me check the local time. 6:36 in the morning. I just came on here. I spoke to the guy from Pakistan, the one that he insulted. And we made a contact. As soon as that happened, he started going off on a Pakistani.
You can't say shit about homophobic, right? Because I didn't say shit about homophobic. No one was talking about homophobic here.
And he's on every night. He's usually a mild-mannered guy, but I don't know what's happened with him. He's just had a meltdown. And I'm gonna look.
All of a sudden it got dead quiet. What happened?
Let me lower the volume a little bit.
What happened?
So what's happening? I don't mean to talk over it, but you know why?
Really
you heard enough.
Know where I said anything about homophobic.
Let me lower a little bit. What's happening?
And the other station agreeing with him.
What happens is when you go on the Talkgroup 91 and you want to talk, there are so many people in there, as you can see. There's always a very active talk group. What happens is sometimes when you talk and you key up, there is a delay that goes over the network. And there is a delay that goes over the network. And what happens is sometimes people key up over each other. You know, and HF is kind of like a pileup, except on DMR, you know, remember, there's so much network. It creates like a bottleneck. And, you know, when he says that for a second, you know, you need to wait 4 seconds before you speak to someone else, that is a lie. That is not true. I've been on many times where it's so busy that, you know, my rule of thumb is 1 to 2 seconds, and then I'll key up. Because it's so busy. Because if you don't do that, you're never going to get a chance to speak to anybody. Okay, I've been doing this for about 4 months now, and let me tell you something. There's sometimes, you know, it's very busy, and I see somebody I want to talk to, but you know, there's so many people that want to talk to that particular country. It happens on every mode, even FTA. There are some countries that they are very hard to, you know, make contact with. So it's the same thing with DMR. When a country like that comes on, of course, everybody want to talk to that person. And that's when the problem happens. It happens many times. Usually I'll try, and then I'll try again, and that's it. I'll come back another day. That's it. And he's on here every night because I check up on it every so often. The guy that was ranting been on here every night. He's here every night. Sometimes the whole day. All early. Right now it's 7:00 in the morning. He's been on all night. I could imagine. And he sounds like he had a few drinks. And then he went off on that Pakistani guy after I spoke to him. Cause I just logged in, and I spoke to the Pakistani guy. We made contact, and then as soon as I was done with him, he started ranting on the Pakistani guy that he doesn't let. Basically, he's telling the Pakistani guy that he doesn't let nobody talk, and blah 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 blah. And then he started going off on all these countries that do this. He started blaming all the like Pakistan, India, Indonesia, and what's the other country he mentioned? Bangladesh. And some of them do talk kind of quick sometimes. But it never bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where he's been ranting on for the past hour. Plus, the other guys have said that he's been doing this for the last couple of nights. So he's having a meltdown. I don't know what's going on with him. Anyway, I'm going to put it back here, and I listen a little bit before I...
Correct. I've gone back over some of the notes I've been making, and you are correct. You did not make any homophobic statements. However, it does appear that you're more concerned about that than you are making racist comments. Over.
And that he did too. He did make racist comments. I could say that.
Hi, Chris. You don't tell you what's going to do the planning.
You like to twist people's words, my friend.
Not to mention threatening people.
You like to twist people's words.
Not and threatening people. When you say you're gonna get on a plane and go meet them, that means you're threatening them. I'm making this video because I probably are gonna send this to the FCC. Most likely, I will mention this to the FCC, and I'm gonna report this guy. I don't want to go in there right now and talk because it's a moot point to talk to this guy. But when you start saying I'm gonna get on a plane and talk to you. When you say I'm gonna get on a plane and whatever, and this guy, he lives nearby. When I say nearby, I mean he lives in New York City. I'm in Yonkers. I don't want this guy to come and pay me a visit because I just don't want to deal with that. But this is not acceptable. When someone rants like this, he's got to be reported. That's it. So. I'm going to let it play and record this and...
Okay, nobody cares about anybody's sexual preference. I don't care what you are, what you do. Who cares? I care about saving lives. Okay? I care about saving lives. I've saved many lives in my day.
Now, of course, he's ranting about something else that he's accusing them of, which is... He's saying that the other day somebody tried to call into Talkgroup 91 with an emergency call. First of all, nobody's gonna call a Talkgroup, a DMR Talkgroup for emergency. We all know that as an amateur radio operator, if you have an emergency, you're gonna use an open air frequency, not go to a hotspot or a DMR. I mean, not hotspot or repeater. To connect to a DMR talk group. That is a lie. That is not true. And basically, he's saying that these 4 people were on a boat and they were calling out for help. I doubted they were calling out for help to DMR. If you're out in the middle of the sea, you're not calling a DMR talk group, okay, for emergency. That is a lie. It's obviously that this guy's been drinking probably the whole night and he got pissed off that maybe... I guess, I don't know, I don't want to say me, but maybe I was the final straw that when I spoke to the Pakistani guy, he started going crazy on the Pakistani guy. But that's not my fault. That's not his fault. People talk to people. And sometimes when a guy from Pakistan comes on or another country that doesn't come on all the time or not often enough, especially in my case where, this is like the second time I spoke to someone from Pakistan. I'm sorry, when I keyed up, there was 2 other people that tried to key up before me. And I waited a full 2 seconds. But sometimes this happens. I don't know if he was one of the 2 that tried to key up. But you know what? It is what it is. This happens all the time. And again, this guy is, I believe he's an extra or a general. And to act like this is not acceptable. I'm sorry. He's not acceptable.
What kind of trouble you get into without leaving a pause? Or if you guys are in the British Marine or any other Marine, water-based, land-based, military base, do you know what kind of trouble you'd be in without leaving a 4-second pause? I don't think so.
You don't know what he's
I'm
talking
just
about.
trying to make you all understand a 4-second pause is crucial to life and death. That's all I'm trying to make.
Okay, he's lying. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm sorry. Now I'm cursing. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He really doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just ranting on. Mind you, he said he was going to leave 30 minutes ago. He said, oh, I'm going to leave for the... He said goodbye and everything. And he came back after the other guy. Not only that, he threatened to shut down the talk group itself. I don't know how he was going to do that. I don't know what magical powers he has to shut down a whole Bradmeister talk group or the Bradmeister server.
It seems it goes mighty quiet when I make a statement that's reality and it sinks into your heads. It goes very quiet on this frequency.
Yeah, but,
you know, I'm not here to be an asshole. I'm not here to jam your channel. I'm not here to rebuke you. I'm just here to open your eyes. That's all. I'm not here to be an asshole. I'm telling you. I really am not.
But the problem is that he is being an asshole. That's the problem. The problem is that he's being an asshole because, last thing we need is someone trying to police. And I don't mean that when I say police, like the other guy went off a few weeks ago. This guy kept coming on the air and he kept trying to tell people how to speak to the microphone. It's not your job. It's not my job. And it's not your job to monitor this chat room. They have people that do that stuff. Okay? Now, yeah, you can correct somebody and say, yeah, please, can you please don't do this again? Or whatever. I had that happen to me. He was trying to talk to somebody. I didn't know he keyed up. And then I called out the guy's call sign. And then he cut in after I spoke. He said, oh, I spoke to him first. I backed off. I didn't even reply. I just backed off. I said, you know what? Okay, fine. And that was it. Then they did the contact. And then the guy wound up calling me back. But then I was done. I said, I left the chat already. I mean, I left the talk group. I was leaving the talk group already, Actually, no, I realized that I spoke to him before. That's what happened. Never mind. That's what happened. But, I didn't take it personal or whatever. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were trying to contact the same guy. Because that happens. On DMR especially. Sometimes 3 or 4 people try to key up at the same time to talk to the same person. And this happens all the time. And this guy, since I came into DMR, he's been there almost every day. I seen this guy. So for him to rant like this, I don't know why he's acting like this. But I know why. It's just that, the guy probably had too much to drink and he frustrated and whatever. I don't know.
He has more respect in this frequency than you do. Good morning, comrade. Anyway, I got enough. I have to go back on my patrol. I'm right now based on a warship located somewhere in the South Pacific Sea. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a heads up on what's going on out here. So maybe you guys don't understand, but I'll tell it to you like it is. I'm on a warship right now patrolling. And with that, I'm going QRT.
Oh, God.
GAS
N0BVX. Just want to let you know you've been reported to the FCC. We've got operators looking for you right now. And anytime you feel the need to come out to Minnesota, I'll be here waiting for you, sir.
Let me explain something to you, Minnesota. Right now, I'm in the Pacific Sea right now. So you want to come out here and float out here and see me? I'll be more than happy to send you on your merry way back down to a place where you won't want to be. FCC doesn't have comms on VoIP, my friend, so look into your rules and regulations. There is no FCC rules and regulations on VoIP, so get that through your thick head.
Wow.
You're not in the South Pacific, sir. You're in a rent-controlled apartment, likely subsidized by the state of New York. Wearing dirty clothes and living off to feel better. So, anyway, N0 Bravo Victor X-Ray. Quiet.
Now go quiet, because you're probably voting for Kamala Harris. And where I am is classified, you asshole. You're going to tell me where I am? Unfortunately, I can't tell you where I am. But I can tell you one thing. You're one of those liberal assholes that vote for Kamala Harris. So you're going to get what you wish for when Trump gets back into office.
Oh, my God. I'm going to let it roll. This should be golden, right? This is Radio Gold right here, people. Please like and subscribe.
Any more FCC bullshit that you want to throw at me? Because I could tell you the rules and regulations, especially for military personnel. 9H1GY, 9 Hotel 1, Golf 20, Island of Malta.
Oh, boy, Joe. It's Joe. Let me see if he starts with Joe. I'm telling you, this is why I'm recording this. FCC, you're going to look at this.
Now go ahead, Malta. You may as well bring some calm back to the stations, because a lot of stations from the U.S. don't understand command and control on the open seas. So go ahead, Malta. You have at them. I've had enough with these assholes. Good day to you, my friend in Malta. 73's W2GAS. Whiskey 2 Golf Alpha Sierra.
God.
Whiskey 2 Golf Alpha Sierra. Anthony, good morning to you there. And yes, I was on there, but couldn't listen anymore, to tell you the truth. And WX here, it's nice and sunny, a little bit cloudy.
All right. So there you go. So let me turn that off. This is what happens when one person loses his marbles. He has a meltdown on Talkgroup 91. Basically, disrupts the whole Talkgroup. My thing with that also is, like in my case, I'm not talking right now. I'm just watching this thing unfold. If I really want to talk to someone, I just go to another talk group, or I go to another mode. I C4FM, another digital mode, or another talk group. He should know better than to be hanging on a particular talk group all day, all night. And this is what happens. I don't understand that, but maybe I'm gullible, maybe I'm naive. I only had my license for 2 years. I never got to the point where I had the meltdown like this. It's ridiculous. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going to end this video now. Anyway, thank you for watching. And please like and subscribe. And there you go. Bye-bye.